Welcome back to the channel. Before we get into it, I need you to look around the room you're in right now, check the corners, check the window. Ask yourself one question. Is there anyone within arm's reach of me who might interpret a dismissive glance as grounds for a physical altercation? No? Good. You're safe. For now. On April 15th, at an hour when the only people awake are night shift workers, insomniacs, and people who just made a series of very poor life choices, recording artist Ice Spice found herself in a situation that can only be described as a hostile takeover of her personal dining space. Security footage preserved for eternity by the archivists at TMZ shows an individual named Vayah approaching the table. What happens next is a slap. A slap heard around the world, or at least around the corner of Highland and Sun. So now
Wait, calm down, calm down.
Let me fight her.
Calm down, calm down.
On your mama. Let me fight her. Let me fight a Why would you want to fight me? Are you a bitch?
Calm down.
You want to fight a bitch? Why would you fight me, bitch?
We get off on anything. Whoa! Whoa! Get her ass!
Why you trying to fight me?
Hey, don't jump her! Hey, don't push him though.
here's where this story transforms from a simple police blotter entry into a beautiful multi-layered onion of legal strategy. Ice Spice's attorney has not only called this attack unprovoked, he has gone a step further. He has implied that the McDonald's corporation itself might bear some liability here. The argument, as I understand it, is that a restaurant serving processed cheese product after midnight owes its patrons a certain baseline of security. A bouncer. A velvet rope. Perhaps a man in a suit named Jeffrey who gently redirects slaps away from the clientele. Is that in the franchise agreement? We're about to find out. The counter narrative from Vayah is equally rich. She claims she was simply a fan trying to show love. And when that love was met with a word that rhymes with witch, the situation escalated. Add in an allegedly smashed smartphone belonging to a male associate, and suddenly we're not talking about a slap anymore. We're talking about a multi-party incident involving verbal contract disputes, personal property damage, and the emotional distress of a late-night McFlurry run gone horribly wrong.
I was with my friends and everything, and we came from the beach earlier that night, and we decided to go walk around Hollywood or whatever. But before we did that, we decided to stop by McDonald's because we all had to use the bathroom. So then one of my friends, she comes out and she was like, "Oh, I think that's Ice Spice over there." And I'm like, "Oh, for real?" So I go up to them and I'm giving her and the other girl she was with compliment. And then immediately Ice Spice was just being rude. She was like, "Why are you over here? You could leave. Bye." And I'm like, "Why are you being rude?" Pretty much. And she was basically saying like, "You could just leave. Bye. Like, I don't even know why you're at my table." Then that's when I proceed to ask her, like, "You don't got to be rude. I'm just giving you guys a compliment." And I'm like, "You know what? Where are you from?" She said, "I'm from New York." So I said, "Let me tell you something. I don't care where you from." I'm like, "You in LA, you in my city now. You can't be out here disrespecting people. Like, if you wanted us to leave, you could have just politely said, 'Oh, I'm not in the mood,' or something, right?" After she calls me a bitch, I hit her. So I hit her, and then so I got escorted out the McDonald's. And then so after they escorted me, I'm like by my car and I hear Ice Spice in the middle of the street talking about some, "Where is that bitch at? I want to fight her with you, woo woo." So I come back down the street and then that's when me and her fought again. And then she just kept talking a whole lot of mess. And then as I'm outside the McDonald's as well, she picks up one of my homie's phone. She picks it up and she throws his phone and broke his screen. So it was just like basically she was being disrespectful and rude, which is why we fought. As a fan, I'm not expecting you to be rude or nothing like that. I'm thinking you're gonna, you're just gonna, "Oh, like, thank you for supporting me," this and that. But she had a different attitude towards me. With Ice Spice, I have no like longer beef with her. Like, I never had beef with her, nothing. But she lost the fan. I can't listen to her the same anymore. Like, it's just now I know that you're like disrespectful and all of that. I just can't support.
The LAPD is reviewing the tape, attorneys are drafting motions, and somewhere a McDonald's franchise owner is staring at a ceiling at 2 in the morning wondering how a booth number 13 became a crime scene. The lesson here is one I never thought I'd have to articulate on this channel. If you see a celebrity eating nuggets in the wild, do not approach, admire from a distance. The distance recommended is roughly the length of a Honda Civic. Any closer and you risk becoming a defendant. We'll keep you updated as this develops, assuming it doesn't settle out of court over a complimentary apple pie. See you in the next one.